This is the dog that's responsible for bringing us together.
The two dogs.
We bought them together and I've kept this together ever since.
Really, the whole project was contingent upon the Dachshund owners having an over-the-top enthusiasm for their dog breed. Otherwise, they wouldn't want to do something as strange as this. I'm looking for people to come down and bring their dogs and sort of climb into this structure. And so they're sort of here under the table. We want to do a sort of live performance. Sort of an amphitheatre in 5 levels. Quite a big structure in the end.
Yes.
And I'm doing 3 performances. A lot of people were very confused as to why you'd want to do that. And you end up in a spot sort of down here under the table line. I don't suppose that's something you'd be interested in being involved in? Probably not. Fair enough. That's fair enough. I found myself in the homes of people that I didn't know, and we had this connection of both liking Dachshunds. The art project side of it seemed to be almost irrelevant, and it was hard to explain that I was there for that purpose.
This is probably the most travelled Dachshund in the world, I have to say.
Picasso had a Dachshund.
The Dachshund has a particular shape of head.
I guess I've been witness to a lot of quite strange Dachshund obsessive behaviour.
So the most expensive things in the house are probably those two and the Royal Copenhagen.
Yeah, seen a little bit of a world that I didn't know about before. In the end, that's what makes it work so well, and that was the minor miracle of the project.
Call you wiener or sausage or hot dog, we know that you're number one.
With the hunt for Dachshunds, I need 141, and I'm up to 85 confirmed starters. I think with the ones I have back in Melbourne, I can get to 100, but there's still 40 dogs that have to be found and sourced from somewhere.
There's no other dog like a Dachshund, walking so close to the ground. They're stubborn and
Maybe if I can get a phone number for you or an email.
I'll give you both.
Beautiful. I guess I found that shared language of loving the dog is your in to getting to know these people and then participating in the project. I often like to place animals in human roles within my artworks as a way of commenting on human behaviour. I'm building a 1:6 scale replica of a United Nations office in Geneva, Switzerland, and then I'm going to conduct a meeting of the United Nations where all the dignitaries are Dachshunds or sausage dogs. One of the main logistical challenges is that I don't actually know how to build a structure like this. I never have before, and it's sort of the size of a small house.
I've helped him out on quite a few projects over the years. I guess there's been a general trend in Bennett's work getting bigger and bigger, not only in terms of height, but sort of political statement and ideas and stuff, yeah.
Basically, 5 at a time, I want you to try to have one person in the structure somewhere and hold your Dachshund like that. Come on, what do? Yeah, that's great. Yep, excellent. Yeah, this mock-up is not to the standard of the final artwork. Sorry. We can't have that happening on the real deal. You know, if I throw myself absolutely at doing a project, then I know that I'll keep getting better, and there'll be more chance that I can be proud of what I've done. I guess art used to be about skills, and now it's probably more about ideas and describing your ideas visually. So yeah, my art is an idea and then you bring it into life, so it's something you look at and it has something to say and means something. So. From start to finish, the project took 18 months.
I felt a bit tired and stressed out over the building process.
But it was good. It cost me my health and sanity at times, and it caused problems in various relationships in my life, and it took a toll on a lot of people around me. There were definitely times when I thought, I don't know why I've said I'll do this project and what I was thinking.
So should I, what's your email address? Yep. RCH.
3 people have pulled out the day before the show, which takes us under our number.
This is a dog list for tomorrow. Yes, we've just filled it, so there's the people that have pulled out. One due to gastro, apparently.
It was a bizarre kind of nerves that I had. I always get nervous for an art show, but that was this encroaching doom in my mind. On the day of the first performance, I was shit scared. I will always remember waking up that day because it had been so long and we tried so hard to put everything in place, and then it was actually the day and you knew the dogs were coming, and you're always worrying about the weather and that something will go horribly wrong and you don't know if anyone will show up, and you just really have no idea how well it will work. I'm very nervous, yeah.
You'll be okay.
When I last went around the corner to meet the dogs, there weren't that many people there. Crikey.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for coming. And yeah, let's just give it a shot. We'll do our best.
And then when we came back, it was packed right up to the rafters.
They're all speaking a different language and they're all barking at each other and getting their opinions across.
Probably that's a reflection of us humans.
Some are clearly good listeners, the others are very vocal.
It's just a tag in front of a dog. You just heard people firing off with these little observations.
Pakistan's had his back to the audience for quite some time. Japan's really loving it.
When you overcome all the obstacles in front of you, and when you're looking at an artwork that you dreamed of making and it exists in the world and people are laughing and talking about it and having a great time, then I think that's a really special kind of joy. There were these great images from Getty Images, and it did go viral, so it went to India and Ethiopia, and it was in New York and London, and I did radio.
First, there is an old phrase about things going to the dogs. Well, in this next story, they are, literally. 47 dogs, in fact.
Have you done anything like this before?
I've worked with Dachshunds before, but never with so many at once.
something amazing going down in Melbourne this weekend at 2 o'clock, and it's called the Dachshund UN. They're sausage dogs, basically.
One of the ideas was actually to trick the audience into thinking about the United Nations. So I use the lure of the entertainment or the humour to draw the audience into thinking about a more serious topic. I think the UN's a great idea, and in the long run you'd love to see it be a really powerful force that people believed in more than their own national interests. So in this small way, people were talking about the UN, put it back on the radar just for that moment, and that's good. After any major project, it's important to get yourself a dog. Then if you're going to get yourself a dog, you may as well get yourself a taxi.